In the summer of 2020, the city of Memphis was already on edge. Gunfire wasn't new, but what unfolded in one quiet neighborhood was more than a tragedy. It was the beginning of a horror story no one could have imagined. A young, pregnant woman executed behind a closed door. And the killer? He'd later compare himself to a slasher villain from a movie and proudly call himself a serial killer. June 2020. A 19-year-old woman, Jamesha Covson, full of life and carrying a child, was gunned down inside her own home. The bullet tore through a closed door. No warning, no mercy. By the time help arrived, she and her unborn baby were gone. The motive? At first, no one knew. There was no robbery, no break-in, just silence. And death. 2 years later, the man accused of pulling the trigger stood in court, smiling. Joshua Dotson, just 20 years old, represented himself. He didn't plead for mercy. He didn't try to hide. Instead, he confessed, "I'm a serial killer. Just like Michael Myers." He wasn't bluffing. In a stunning twist, Dotson admitted to 3 more murders: Reginald Anderson, Renita Bennett, and Divine Parker. Each one silenced long before Covson, their stories buried until he chose to dig them up. Detectives retraced every step. The murders spanned from 2019 to 2020, men and women gunned down in different parts of the city. And in every case, one name kept coming back: Dotson. He didn't just kill. He kept trophies, wrote about it, fantasized. Text messages described the murders. His notebooks revealed chilling details. He wasn't remorseful, he was proud. She knew about the others. "I had to make sure she couldn't talk." Dotson, referring to Jamesha Covson. So why? Why did he kill? He claimed it was to protect his secrets. He said Covson knew too much. But prosecutors saw something darker: a thirst for control, for power. A man obsessed with being feared. Not love. Not rage. Just domination. Like a horror villain come to life, he played the role willingly and gleefully. Dotson was sentenced to 102 years for killing Jamesha and her unborn child. Then came the other confessions. The court handed down 159 more years, bringing his total to 261 years in prison. Jamesha's family wept. Her unborn child, never named, was buried alongside her. For lives stolen, dozens more shattered. And yet he smiled. Joshua Dotson wanted to be a monster. And in the eyes of the families he destroyed, he succeeded. If this story sent chills down your spine, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What drives someone to become their own horror story? Let's talk in the comments. And remember, evil doesn't always wear a mask.